Yo, 50 might be the most diabolical person ever, bro.
I'm a fucked up nigga. You should do something to me.
Man, I heard of diss records, like when Kendrick dropped, that, what was it, a couple of years ago when he dropped, diss records back to back to back. Oh, Drake. Thought that was amazing. Amazing for hip hop, of course, but like, this is on some whole other level of petty. I'm talking about the Diddy series, Reckoning, the 4-part series on Netflix right now.
We have to find somebody that'll work with us that has dealt in the dirtiest of dirty business. We're losing.
Basically, about the trials and errors and the downfall of Diddy. Man, let me tell you what, I watched all the Diddy, documentary series, the ones on Netflix, the ones on HBO, the ones on Peacock, Hulu, whatever. I'm here to say, this one is the best. And I'm just gonna say, this shit does not paint Diddy in the best of light. You know what I'm saying? They go through everything. I'm telling you, everything that 50 Cent and this producer can dig up. I'm talking about when the people got crushed at the basketball game, the stuff with how he did his artists. Like, I don't think hardly any artist walked away from Bad Boys okay. Let me think. Notorious B.I.G., no, he didn't walk away okay. Black Rob, no. Loon, no. G-Dep, no. I think Mace turned out okay and he got his masters back. That's about it. But everybody who came in contact with business and somehow ends up in a bad situation. I came up in the Diddy era in the 90s. Matter of fact, we opened up for Notorious B.I.G. No cap here. I met Notorious B.I.G. We opened up for him in Tennessee. It was Craig Mack, 69 Boys and Notorious B.I.G. And then, our name of our group was Notorious. We're like, yeah, we're going to be bigger than him. No. Yeah, that didn't happen. And saying 69 Boys for some assholes, but Biggie was cool. He had just married Faith at the time. So that's just a little side story about this Bad Boy history and his track record. And I was a huge fan at the time of Bad Boy. I loved their music. You know what I'm saying? Them Diddy hits had me moving. You know what I'm saying? You see Diddy with the cars, the glamour, the glory, the women. You wanted to be like Diddy. Everybody, like, you kind of wanted to be like Diddy back at that time, you know what I'm saying? Young, black, rich, successful black man, hit $1 billion, Sean John. He did it. You can't take away his drive and his passion. No, I ain't gonna do that to Diddy. I ain't gonna do that here to Diddy, but they had him looking crazy on this documentary, bro. They got some never seen footage before he went to prison, or, they got him before he went to prison over the whole racketeering at first, and it turned up to be some just freaky shit. But anyway, they showing him scared. Yeah, yo, we ain't winning, bro. He had them dark raccoon circles on him, eyes looking crazy, nervous, pacing back and forth. Crazy. Then they go back into the entire history, how he did people so dirty. Stories about, like, Craig Mack was broke. He wouldn't give them money because he was taking all their money. He was charging people for him to be on their record. He was charging people for him to be in the music video. And all along, he wanted to be the star the whole time. Just like real dirty shit like that. Craig Mack was low on his luck. He didn't have no money. He had to do a show. He told Diddy, let me hold something. He gave him like $100 bill after he pulled out a stack like that.
Life after death.
And I want to congratulate Craig Mack on his Grammy nomination.
No question.
Yes, baby, yes.
Cool, that's cool. And I'm sure you got much things in store for my man.
Yeah, definitely.
Here.
We got a new album we're working on him to drop in January. Besides that, we about to just drop our R&B stuff.
The Puff Daddy album.
Shit like that. They got so deep into the Tupac stuff. If you don't know, the world's gonna know now that Puffy had something to do with Tupac's murder. That just is what it is. Us in the streets, we seen all the DVDs and the YouTube with the Keefy D's, the Vlad TVs. We know it. We know that Puffy had something to do because Keefy D was a Crip and Tupac was on some fuck shit that night, got into a fight, blah, blah, blah. Keefy D and his boys came back and shot Pac and killed him. That's what happened. And Diddy, before that, put a hit out on Pac because of the Hit 'Em Up song. I think Diddy, in his documentary, says that Diddy put a hit on Tupac when they came to the studio because he was jealous of Pac, And I can see that. Did Big have something to do with it? I don't know. I really don't know. I don't think that's never going to be proven. I think Bad Boy had something to do both times Tupac was shot. That just is what it is. And Karma's a bitch, ain't it? Karma's a bitch, all this bad, because all it is a history of bad things that he did over time, That episode 2 of Tupac had me heated, and then, like the Cassidy stuff with the sex stuff, you know what? that was the least interesting part of this whole documentary. I was like, oh yeah, well, they're into this wild baby oil, sex shit, and drugs, and pink ecstasy, and pink cocaine, and mandingos do fucking your girl, and then he gets jealous, jumps on top of him. It's like, oh, well, I'll fuck her better. And then weird stuff with semen, like Cassie playing with they kept dude's semen I guess in a refrigerator besides the baby oil so she could play with it. I even heard stories of Diddy like to take the semen like right fresh out of the thing and play with it and rub it on himself. That's freaky as hell. That's freaky as hell. But to each their own. I don't know what's going on in their freaky sex life. He basically got in big trouble over his freaky sex life with Cassidy. Is Cassidy a victim here? Yeah. I don't want to see no woman get beat up. You know what I'm saying? That shit was fucked up and it's tragic. He even said in this documentary, he said he's even slapped his own mama, beat his mama ass and shit. Like, what the fuck, Diddy? Diddy devil, bro. He is Diddy. This shit will make you hate Diddy. You know what I'm saying? Now, all documentaries painting in a different light. I remember watching that Finding Neverland about the Michael Jackson and the pedophilia with Michael Jackson. I was like, Michael Jackson might not be shit, bro. But then I thought about it after I made the video, like, well, Michael Jackson ain't really here to defend himself about what people saying. These are Diddy's homeboys. They all worked for Diddy. You know what I'm saying? How Diddy got cheated out of money and crazy shit. The Shine had to do 10 years in prison over a shooting that Diddy shot. You know what I'm saying? Diddy shot first, and he probably was trying to protect his boy. The loyalty with Diddy is just non-existent. The shit you do for money, fame, is crazy. And then once you reach that level of fame, I don't know what it is with people when they get to that level of fame and money that they think they can just do anything. And it's sad, too. It's fucking sad. Diddy's reputation is ruined, even before the documentary, but now it's destroyed. It is destroyed, bro. It is destroyed. No, I mean, this is a paper trail. He did all the shit. He went to Kid Cudi's car to get him blown up. He had kidnapped. Shit is crazy in Diddy's life. And then at the end of the documentary, his boys are talking about, they had nothing good to say about Diddy. He was like, yeah, he a fuck boy. Fuck boy Diddy. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, he get what he deserved. He only got like 5 years in prison for, prostitution thing, taking him across state lines. Not the craziest crime, but they had to give him with something. But like they couldn't pin racketeering and kidnapping and all this shit on him. I thought he was done. I thought it was going to be crazy. I thought we was about to see the craziest celebrity trial ever. I heard shit about Denzel Washington having sex with underage girls, Justin Bieber, all this stuff. Like some of this stuff still may be true. I thought we was gonna see tapes and more testimony, but it ended up just being a real freaky toxic relationship between Cassie and Diddy for the trial. Really, that's really what it was. So all this stuff, you see in the documentary, yes, it's true. The shit he did, I think the most fucked up thing he did is probably fucked over his artist and number one, killed Tupac. And this I didn't know. It was some stuff in this stuff, but like a lot of stuff I didn't know. But it's one thing in this documentary I didn't know. When Biggie passed away, Diddy made Biggie pay for his own funeral. Like, bro, that's fucked up. The least you can do is pay for your friend's funeral. But at the same time, you think, are they like what? You made Biggie pay for his own funeral in Brooklyn? Diabolical devil Diddy, bro. It's fucked. He's fucked, bro. I mean, like as a person, man, yeah, there's a lot of stuff. Like Biggie, after he passed away, he was supposed to be the cover of Rolling Stone to give him his tribute, but Diddy called Rolling Stones like, take him off the cover and put me on it because I got an album coming out. That's how much he's into himself and he's into his power. That bullshit with making the band, the cheesecake. It's stories and stories. You can go deep into this Diddy hole, but man, that documentary, bro, that documentary was the best one. And then 50 Cent unveiled all the dirt. I never want no problem with 50, bro. Like 50, remember when 50 petty like that, bro. Remember 50 was taping DJ Khaled Mom's Sleep?
But I just want to tell you what it's like. It told me, I know where your mama work at. Now look at her, sleep.
At work, at her desk, bro. That shit was crazy. Of course, the Rick Ross, him eating donuts as a correctional officer, bro. Like 50 don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? It goes beyond rap with 50 Cent. Ja Rule and 50 Cent gonna be beefing forever. They'll never be chilled. You know what I'm saying? They never go chilled out and talk it out. Like, no, they beefing forever. You know what I'm saying? Don't beef with 50. You know what I'm saying? You can beef with these little rappers. You know what I'm saying? They might even come out with the switch, but like 50 will hurt you with truth in the long run. 50 is diabolical, but I will say, like, damn, like that's so crazy, you know what I'm saying? You beef with somebody, they got editors, they got gaffers, you know what I'm saying? A sound mixer, you know what I'm saying? Color correctors for a fucking person he hate. I was watching my boy Rashawn G review. He said that all this could have been avoided if he said, if Diddy said, you know what, we can go out, I'll take you shopping. He said he was gonna take 50 shopping. 50 got, kind of offended by like, what? Taking me shopping?
This is Puff.
Okay.
He telling me we got to kick in this shit. And he was like, yo, why don't we like go shopping or some shit? I mean, like, I pay for it. And I was like, what the fuck this nigga just said? I got the fuck away from him because I was like, this nigga like fucking, wait, this nigga just tell me he'd take me shopping. And this is shit that goes on. But this is a little fruit, Puppy's a fruit pop.
He's a fruit pop or whatever, but I heard it goes deeper than that. I heard that 50's baby mama was kind of tossed up by Diddy, you know what I'm saying? Diddy, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, he was doing it and when they was tossing her around like that. I think it's that, bro. I think it's that baby mama stuff that he took it to the next level. Cause at one point, yeah, they were on a record together. It was Jay-Z, 50, and Diddy. It was the I Get Money remix and stuff. So at one point they were cool, but at some point, you know what I'm saying, this shit went completely left and it just kind of bubbled for all these years until a documentary came out, bro. You don't want to be hated so bad that a motherfucker make a documentary about it, and it's good. The documentary is pretty good. Like I said, the Cassidy is the least interesting part of it all. Well, I just wanted to get my thoughts off the top of my head about the Devil Diddy. Man, the documentary right now on Netflix. Have you guys seen it? Do y'all want to talk to it? I lived through it, so I know. So we kind of remember hearing all these things in the street, just like the R. Kelly stuff. We all seen the tape back when it came out, you know what I'm saying? But then, you know, they made a documentary, and now R. Kelly's in prison for a long time. So will more come of this? Will the Keefy D stuff be brought back up for Tupac's murder? And it was even funny, too, on the DVD. They was like, you know, having sex with all the baby oil and all that, and the Tupac song come on, and he have his, you know, the dude's having sex with Cassie, and the Tupac song come on. Like, I get around, he's like, man, turn that shit off, bro. Turn that shit off. Then, you know, got his penis limp immediately, you know what I'm saying? That's what you get, bro. Tupac is hunting you in your sex life, in your grave, you know what I'm saying? Because that's what you get. I love when you fell off that motorcycle in that video for Notorious B.I.G., you know what I'm saying? We be missing you. You really fell off that motorcycle. You kept it in the video, but that's karma coming to bite you in your ass. I don't think it's over with karma for Diddy. I think it's going to be more. But he's rich as fuck, right? 5 years ain't really shit, you know what I'm saying? 5 years ain't shit. He gonna be out probably like the end of 2027, maybe. I say at the latest 2028, and he's still gonna be rich as hell, bro. And he's still gonna be able to manipulate people. I just, you know, I'm not to say I hope he don't. I hope somebody like from all this bullshit that you did all your life, a lot of great shit, but a lot of bullshit that you and a lot of people you hurt. You know, I really hope you redeem yourself, man. Like, try to live off your days, you know what I'm saying? A nice person. Just a nice person. I'm pretty sure he loves his kids and all that, but man, that diabolical shit. Yeah, it gets no pass. And maybe the DVD, well, maybe this documentary is putting it like that, but I don't know. I don't fuck with Diddy no more, man. I didn't fuck with him for a long time anyway, but like, yeah, y'all seen the documentary, let me know y'all thoughts below. Of course, subscribe to the Q Review family, hit that like button. You know, if you really like it, hit the bell. We be making more videos and stuff like that. You know the deal. Take that, take that, take that. Is that Harlem Shake? And don't just stare at it, eat it. I forgot how to do the Harlem Shakes. Take this money, right? You can make.